Thinking about buying a home? Pick up a newspaper, any newspaper, and you will find many articles on the condition of your local real estate market. One article will say the market is terrible and wait. Don't do anything now as things are going to get worse. Right next to that article you might see another article that says the market has stabilized and now is a good time to buy or sell. So, what is the truth? If you have the flexibility in your decision to buy or sell, then perhaps I can provide some insight to help you make that decision easier. The first thing you need to realize is that it is not the seller nor the realtor that determines for how much a house will eventually sell. It is the market. The market, or if you prefer, the buyer, determines the price the seller eventually gets for his or her property. There are many reasons that influence the real estate market. If you put all these reasons together, you can boil it down to one general classification: the principles and operations of the law of supply and demand. Very simply put, when supply and demand remain constant, the price remains stable. When supply increases and demand remains stable, the prices go down. Greater supply means producers, in this case sellers, need to attract more buyers, so they lower prices. When demand increases and supply remains stable, the prices go up. Greater demand means sellers can raise their price because buyers compete for the product. Supply and demand virtually rule all businesses regardless of the type of business. However, there are two characteristics that define real estate and for the most part unique to real estate that governs the way the market reacts to the pressures of supply and demand. They are uniqueness and immobility. Uniqueness means that no matter how identical they may appear, no two parcels of real estate are ever exactly alike. Each occupies its own geographical location. Immobility refers to the fact that property cannot be relocated to satisfy demand where supply is low. Nor can buyers always relocate to areas with greater supply. For these reasons, real estate markets are local markets. Each geographical area has different types of real estate and different conditions that drive the prices. In these small, well-defined areas, the supply and demand can vary greatly. Because of real estate's uniqueness and immobility, the market generally adjusts slowly to the forces of supply and demand. Though a home offered for sale can be withdrawn in response to low demand and high supply, it is much more likely that oversupply will result in lower prices. Let me illustrate. You have two parallel lines. One is price and the other is interest. As prices and interest rates drop, these lines get closer together and in effect form a V. If I were to ask you when was the best time to buy, you probably would say when the prices are at their lowest but before prices and interest rates start to go up. Prices are at their lowest when home prices and interest rates start going up. This is known as your comfort zone. When interest rates or prices start to rise, you are no longer in your comfort zone. The best time to buy is when you are in your comfort zone, regardless of where that zone might be. If you look at the real estate market as a whole, you will see prices have dropped significantly and interest rates are at an all-time low. If you feel you are in your comfort zone, now could be a good time to buy.